Good morning, everyone. I'm Anjana Verma, Assistant Professor, SIRTE Bhopal, SAGE Group. Now, today I will start basic concepts of inheritance. In third unit of object-oriented programming, the topic is inheritance. So we will see the basic concepts of inheritance. Now, inheritance, what is an inheritance? As you all know that the capability of one class to acquire properties and characteristics from the other class means you can send the parent or base or super classes properties and function to the child or derived or subclass. You can combine it as parent class, inherit in child class, the properties of base class inherited in derived class. Superclass functions can be used in subclass. Means if you write a function in superclass, you can reuse it without making it, without testing it, without giving time or money for that function in subclass. So there is a property of reusability which is highly supported by the inheritance in object-oriented programming concept, and it is very much useful because the functions which have written in base class or parent class can be reused time to time or as per requirement in subclasses. Now, what is the purpose of inheritance? Inheritance has show code reusability, method overriding concepts. We will see it in runtime polymorphism. Method overloading means the functions are same but the parameters are different, and in method overriding the functions are also same, the parameters are also same, means we are overriding one method to other one. And the virtual keyword is used when we are inheriting grand class function to the grandchild class. We will see it how. Now, these three purposes we use normally inheritance. Now, what is the basic syntax if you want to use syntax in C++ or in any language? What are the basic in syntax? That is, first we make the main class. Suppose we are inheriting animal class into dog class. So first we will make animal class, and after that when we make the dog class, we write class dog. This is child class, and after that we will put colon sign, and after that we will put the access mode. Accessibility mode. What is accessibility mode? We will see it. Access mode is public here, and animal is the base class. Means the animal is superclass name. Access mode is public, and subclass name is dog. We are creating a dog class which is inherited by the animal class. Okay, means the animal is the parent class and dog is the child class. Animal is the base class and dog is the derived class, or we can say animal is the superclass and dog is subclass. Access mode is used to specify the mode in which the properties of superclass will be inherited into subclass. Access mode are three: public, private, and protected. We will see it in detail. Now we will see a simple example we have seen previously. The main class is animal class. So we make class animal. After that, we make a normal private member of class is int a. Now public member of class is int lags. Lags is public, means we can use it outside the class. After that, I have made a function get data publicly, and in get data we are using a equals to 100 and lags equals to 4. Suppose means the function get data and lag both are public for the animal class. After that we are making a class dog and inherit colon public animal, means we are inherited dog class from the animal class. Animal class is the superclass and dog class is the subclass. Now If we inherited it public, means the public member of animal class will be the public member of dog class also. We will see it. Now in dog class, we are making int tail and set data. Set data is the public function of dog class and get data is the public function of animal class. Now in next, we will see the main function. If we make animal A1, means we are making A1 object for dog animal class, which is super class, and we will use A1 dot get data. It will work like, because A1 is the object of animal and get data is the public member of animal class. And after that, I will see if A1 dot set data. Set data is the function of dog class, which is subclass of animal class. You can't access it because in animal class, nothing is explored about the set data. So it will give an error. If you are making dog D1, means you are making object of D1 in dog class, you can use D1 set data. Set data is the function of dog class, and public data means you can use object and dot operator with, and you use D1 get data, which is the function of animal class, which is the super class of dog class, and it will work because the animal class inherited in dog class publicly. So the public member of animal class can be used by the object of subclass. This is d1 dot get data and it will work. Now here I am using legs d1 and tail d1. Now these both are also work, although the tail is the public member of dog class, so the dot operator d1 tail will work, and the legs are the public member of superclass. It will also work because it is public and we are inheriting public mode. So the public member all means legs and get data can access with the object of subclass, that is D1. So it will work and the output will be lags 4. You can see here, and tail 1. Now, after we will see it, visibility mode, as we have seen that in previous example is public. Visibility mode means access modifiers, you can also say, means the class members availability of superclass and subclass. You know that the private member of class cannot be accessed outside the class. The private member of class can be accessed inside the public member of that class only. One thing is clear. Now, if the accessibility mode is public, then in this mode, the protected member of class and the public member both are coming protected and public in subclass. If you are using the private access mode, then the protected and public member of superclass become the private member in derived class. And if you are using protected mode, then the public member of superclass and the protected member of superclass will become the protected member of subclass. Now we are looking here, a new keyword is protected. The difference between the private and protected is one only. Protected member are also used as private member in class, but they can be inherited. But the private member cannot be inherited anywhere from the superclass in the subclass, but protected member can be inherited as the protected or as the private in subclass. Means you can use the protected member in subclass also, but you can't use the private member of superclass in any subclass. Now you can see this table and I think you can understand more. The base class has private member, protected member and public member. All three members can have in base class. But if in derived class, the mode is public, the mode is private, or the mode is protected. Here, mode is public, private, and protected. Now, if base class members are private, they cannot inherit it in public mode, private mode, or protected mode, because the base private member of any class can be accessed in the private public member of the same class, cannot inherit. But if member are protected and the mode is public, then it can work in derived class as protected. If mode is private and member are protected, then base member, protected member converted in private member. And if protected member are in protected mode, will be used as protected. Means in derived class, protected member are used like in public mode as protected, and protected mode is also protected. Means they can also inherit in their subclass. If members are public and public mode inheritance hai, then it can work as public, which have we seen in the example. If private mode hai, then the public member will be private, and if mode is protected, then public member will be converted in protected mode. Means they can inherit in the subclass of this derived clause also. Now, till this, we have finished this the topic, and we will see next topic in next class. Till then, goodbye.